The album leaf, seeing you. I tried to be what I couldn't be once, then I learned again. Don't ever try that again, friend. I know I won't try to pretend when I just can't seem to be myself. And I try to control everything else like a puppeteer and a marionette strings. Well, now making that mistake again, thinking out loud, thinking to a friend, well, no one else is here, I'm absent, I'm wanting, I'm lacking, everything. And this desire to be something more is contorting my will and everything around me. It's shaping and molding everything like an artistic vision I once had in a scene. In a dream, I was hanging on a lynching. Well, thankfully dreams don't mean anything. At least not anymore, or else one would become one and one would become two. If I could live up in my head, I think I would have no other reason to exist. I don't think anybody would, because we all have different dreams and we're all misunderstood. But I think if we all come together and make this harmony a reality, I don't think it can be an impossibility. I think it's improbable, but I think that does not make us unstoppable. And I think it's okay if we admit that we need each other. Because this interdependence shows our independence of thought, of mind, and leave it all behind. Because I know I'm not confined as long as I have people to share with. Everything that I can come to terms with and without. Because I know that that's what it's about. And this life has an interesting way of showing connections between things you never imagined having. These connections and bonds and unifications and the ramifications of everything I said has led to the truth, at least in my own personal experience. Relativity is absolute. And if it is all absolute in relative terms, I can come to the terms with these facts of life that I can handle strife as long as I have somebody else, and her name has left my head. Because we're in a bit of a tiff. A tiff for taff and this for that. I wish I could take everything back, but I'm just too proud of myself. I wish I weren't so proud of myself. It would make everything so much easier. It would make it so much less difficult, and I know it would for you too, even though you're pretty modest and you're not that proud. You're pretty humble, and I think you're great. But in actuality, you have to deal with me. We all have to deal with each other to a certain extent. I wish you could come and defend yourself instead of defending me and my own battles and my own travels, because the trial and error, and I can see that it's all becoming clear that I have made errors, you have made errors, we can share these and learn from each other. Well, it's not that simple, or at least we don't make it out to be. I wish we could see everything that everyone else has come to see. That the problem is mainly my fault, though we compatibly share everything between us as if it's a bastion of knowledge, if that's what you want to call it. I would like to call it a bastion of humanity, because that's the source and that is the seed and that is the root. We are all underground while I cannot seem to find myself. I can't seem to find myself under the dirt. I am buried underground. You are all I have found. And still that's enough. You are more than enough, and I wish I could show you that I love you. It's about the album leaf, seeing you.